Hi guys, I'm back. I'm going to do a tutorial today. Obviously I look a little odd because I have one eye done. This is the look that I'm going to do today. I posted a picture of it on Instagram last night because I've really been wearing it lately. I really like it. And I got some requests to do a video tutorial. Sorry, can't talk. And if I sound a little funny, it is because I do have a cold. It sucks. But yeah, it's just a coppery, orangey kind of fall smoky-ishness look. So yeah. Alright, the main color I'm going to use for the orange coppery color is Chandler, I believe, from this Kat Von D palette. This is Poetica. I love, love, love these palettes. I love Kat Von D eyeshadows to death. But if you don't have access or don't have this palette or don't have the money to spend on this palette, sorry, let me clip my hair back. There is a similar color from the drugstore. Now, I depotted this shade from I think it was from a trio or a quad. I think it was a trio. CoverGirl trio. But this is what it looks like. As you can see, I broke it trying to get it out of the thing, and I put it in my Z palette. But as you can see, it's just a very vibrant, metallic-y orange. It's a little bit more, I'd say it's a little bit more orange, a little darker than the Kat Von D one, but not by a whole lot. It's very similar, especially when you apply it, because it applies a little bit more sheerly than the Kat Von D one. So yeah, that's a drugstore dupe. That will work very well for this look. Yeah, so, okay. First thing I'm going to do is just take this kind of flat shader, angled shader brush. This is from e.l.f. This is the Defining Eye Brush. And I'm going to take it into that orangey color, tap it off. Oh, I forgot to mention, I did put a primer on both of my eyes already. I'm using this Milani eyeshadow primer. I like that a lot. Again, it's a drugstore find, so it's affordable. Well, fairly affordable. Drugstore prices are going up like crazy these days, it seems. But the quality is too, so I mean, I guess that's alright. I'm just taking this pretty much all over my lid. I'm going to leave a little sliver of my lid kind of untouched with the orange. But I'm just going to put that all over like that. You can take it a little bit lower if you'd like. I bring it up a little bit above my crease there because I have hooded eyes, and as you can probably tell, when I have my eyes open, you can't really see a lot of the color, so I like to take my looks a little bit higher so that you can, see it a little bit more. Alright, now that I have that done, I'm going to take, if I can find it, this is, as I've mentioned before, I like to pinch the barrels of these brushes. This was a e.l.f. blending eyeshadow brush that I just kind of pinched to make it flatter. So it's like a flat but fluffy brush. And I'm going to take it into this color right here, which is Tijuana. I don't know exactly how to read the eyeshadow name on here because I feel like, okay, I think that's Tijuana. Sorry. Anyways, it's a black and it's got lots of shimmer in it. It's got lots of like gold, kind of orangey, greeny maybe shimmer in it. Anyways, a lot of the shimmer doesn't translate onto the eyelid in the way I'm applying it. So you can use a matte black, you can use a dark brown, or, whatever similar color you'd like to use. But I'm just going to put a little on the brush, tap that, and then I like to angle it like this so I get the right shape and just fluff inwards. Just kind of blending it to the outer corner, almost at the inner corner. Like that. And I'm just making sure all the way down to my lash line here, blending it in with the orange. It almost creates like a brown kind of color. I don't want it to be like a really harsh, really dramatic black. I just want it to add like dark smokiness to the look. So I'm blending it really well so there's no harshness. Like that. And as you can see, it's kind of like there, but I'm gonna go in with a blending brush and my face powder like I usually do, and blend that out a bit if I can find my blending brush. I really need to fix my area more because I've got too much stuff here, and then I tend to lose it when I need it. Where did it go? Oh, here's my fluffy blending brush and my True Match powder that I always use. And hopefully you can see this. I'm looking in the mirror, so yeah, just blend that out nicely. Sometimes when you're doing this, it's easy to kind of blend the face powder into your eyebrows a little bit. So sometimes I go in afterwards and fix them, which I know people are like, well, why don't you just do your eyebrows afterwards? I don't know. I just feel like it gives, I don't know, I feel like it helps me somehow to have my eyebrows like as a frame of reference or something. I don't know. But I just like doing them first. Alright, now if you blended away too much of that black that's on the lid, you can always go in with a little bit more, or just, you know, go over it just a tiny bit and blend that out. Now, the trick for me is, for one, I have both my eyes are slightly different shaped, and then I did one off camera and one on, so I'm trying to make them look, you know, the same, which is kind of difficult sometimes, but I think I've got it alright. I can always fix it later if I need to. Alright, and the next thing I'm going to do is take this pencil type brush. It comes to kind of a point. I'm going to take it in that black shade, so whatever dark shade you used on the outer corner, and take that under the lash line. I'm just kind of going back and forth rather than just drawing a line. I'm going back and forth because I want it to be kind of smudgy and smoky, not really harsh. And I go from the outside in because, you know, the first place, yeah, you put the brush is going to get the darkest, and then it's going to kind of fade as it gets towards the inner corner. Okay, like that. And as I've said before, I'm aware that the camera makes things look less blended than they are. I really need to get a better camera, but this will have to work for now. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is go in with my Physicians Formula liquid liner pen, the eye booster. Now, I've mentioned before that the black one is not very black. If you want like a really black liner, go for the very black. But for this look, I'm actually going to use the black because I don't want a very like harsh, defined liner. I want it to be softer, not as noticeable that I'm wearing liner, just to add like a little bit of thickness to the lashes. So I'm going to go in with the black one, which, you know, is kind of grayish black. But I'm going to go very close to the lashes, like into the lashes, because like I said, I don't want it to look like I'm wearing liner. I just want to kind of thicken the lash line a little bit. Just add a wee bit of definition. Like that. And then I'm using this Rimmel Scandaleyes waterproof eyeliner, longwear eyeliner in black. And I'm going to do the upper and lower waterline with this. You don't have to do this. You can actually use a nude on the waterline if you want. You know, some people say it closes off your eye to use black, and I guess for some people it does, but I think personally that it just looks better on me with black on the waterline. So like that. I touch up this side a little bit. Try to even them out a little. Since they were done at different times, they do look slightly different, but not too bad. Alright, and then I'm going to go in with mascara. I'm using the Rimmel Lash Accelerator. I just picked this up yesterday or the day before. And, I like it. I like it quite a bit. It's quite lengthening. I don't think it's my favorite mascara, but you know, I haven't really used it all that much to make a definite decision. I don't like that it's more expensive than like the Maybelline mascaras that I usually use. And I got a little bit on my eyelid, as you can see, and I'll show you in a second how I fix that. I'm going to put a tiny bit on the lower lashes. But, you know, this is a fairly nice brush. You can see that. It's like a natural bristled one, which I tend to prefer to the plasticky ones. I just think it, like, adds more drama to my lashes. Alright. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but I smudged some black mascara onto my lid, which happens a lot. What I'm going to do is go in with that, that brush I used for the sorry, the orange color. Not going to add anything else to it. And kind of blend it on top of where I did that, and it kind of just blends it away. Like that. Now, I mean, if you have a problem where that's not working, you can always add a little bit more eyeshadow to this, but I usually never need to do that. So yeah, that's the eyes, as you can see. I'm hoping this shows up well on camera. As far as face for this look, I think I'm just going to go, like, pretty natural. I mean, obviously, with dramatic eyes like this, not a lot of people want to wear, like, crazy lips or anything, which I usually don't. I usually don't do a combination of the two. First, I'm going to do my foundation, which today I am using the Urban Decay Naked Skin in 0.5, which is the lightest shade. And, as typical, it's still a tiny bit dark for me, but not dramatically. Like, I can see it, but I think once you blend it in, once you put blush, powder, whatever on top of it, I don't think it's that noticeable, so I think it works. And it definitely looks darker in the bottle than it does on your skin, at least to me. Because when I looked at it in the bottle, I was like, there's no way this is going to match me. But I thought, okay, let me try it. You know, if you buy at Sephora, you know, they'll let you return it even if you've used a product. Whether you don't like it or it doesn't work for you, whatever, so. I was like, I'll try it. And I think it works quite well. So far, I'm really liking it because it's not heavy. It's very liquidy. I hate the feeling of thick foundation on my face. I mean, it's not really heavy coverage, but I don't think that I need really heavy coverage. I don't mind if my freckles and my flaws poke through a little bit. It doesn't really bother me that much. I just want to look slightly better, you know. But yeah, and it's like one of those foundations that doesn't look cakey and gross on your skin. So, I like it so far. Again, I've only been using that for a few days as well, so. Not a full in-depth review, but yeah, I always have to wipe the foundation off of my piercing. It's easier than trying to avoid it, I guess, just to wipe the tip off. Alright, for blush, I'm going to use, well, let me do my concealer first. What am I thinking? Alright, this is the brush I usually use for concealer. As you can see, it's got my concealer on the tip. I need to wash this. I'm going to wash this today because I have a cold and I do not want to spread germs. I'm going to use this NYX HD Photogenic Concealer. I think this is, do I have the lightest shade or the second to lightest? I have the second to lightest. And this is really light. So if you're looking for a really pale concealer, this one is it. Because I thought that the even lighter one was even going to be too light. I just kind of dot that under my eyes. And then go in and blend it. I know some people do concealer before foundation, but I like to do it after. Just to see like how much coverage you actually need, and also because if you put foundation over it, it can kind of wipe away the concealer. And there we go. Make sure it's all like the edges are blended so I don't look like I have reverse raccoon eyes. Alright, and then for blush, I'm going to use this Milani powder blush in Bella Rosa. I believe these are limited edition, but it's just like a light, bright, true pink, kind of like a dolly pink, that I think just flatters my fair skin really well. It looks really natural because I don't like big, heavy, dark blush. So I'm using an e.l.f. blush brush. Just gonna sweep that on the apples of my cheeks and then back. Also, with this foundation, I was going to mention that I don't feel like I need to powder. And that's weird for me because I have oily skin, especially in the summertime. Well, I live in Florida, so now, even though it's technically fall, it's still kind of summer. But it dries down to a really nice finish. It's not powdery, but it's dry. Like, not in a bad way, but it doesn't feel like it's just gonna, like, it doesn't feel sticky or tacky or like it's just gonna wipe off. You could put powder over it, and I probably would if I was gonna go out, you know, like out to dancing or spend a lot of time outside in the heat or anything like that. But just for daytime, you know, casual wear, I don't feel the need to powder it. That's kind of crazy to me, kind of awesome. Alright, so blush. And then for lips, let's see, what should I do for lips? I think I'm just going to go with like a lip balm. Because I generally, again, just to keep the lips really natural. This is a little sample of Dr. Lipp Original Nipple Balm for Lips that I got from Birchbox, I believe. Yeah, probably Birchbox. I get Ipsy and Birchbox, so sometimes I forget what I get from each of them. And I'm just going to put that on my lips. Alright, so yeah, that's the finished look. Sorry, the lighting's kind of dark. It's very overcast today. It's been rainy. But I hope you guys like that. And let me know if there's any sort of specific looks you'd like to see, or, you know, any specific kind of videos you'd like to see in general. You can do tag videos and things like that. So let me know below in the comments. Please thumbs up and subscribe, and it means a lot to me. Thanks a lot. Bye.